The Precision Router dado jig comes complete as you see it here. The Precision Router dado jig is made from heavy aluminum plate to make sure it's as durable as it is stable. Because this jig follows the clamp-on tool guide rather than the wood, the length of dados you can cut is limited only by the length of your clamp-on tool guides. This can make it much easier to cut dados in long pieces like bookcase size that would be very difficult to move across a table saw. The solid brass guide bushing that's included is designed to fit the popular Porter cable style base plate openings. The guide bushing will accept router bits up to 3/4 inches in diameter. The adjustable block at the heart of the jig actually guides the router. It has a scale with 1/16 inch resolution that lets you cut dados up to 2 inches wide with precision. That scale combined with the fine threaded adjuster makes it easy to cut dados to fit odd thickness materials. The underside of the jig has a cutout with a movable fence and a set of rollers. This is sized to accommodate most clamp-on tool guides. The rollers on this side allow it to move smoothly along the clamp-on tool guide. This side has an adjustable fence so you can fit it precisely to your tool guide. The only real setup needed is to install your fence and then adjust this guide bar so there's no play, but yet it moves smoothly back and forth. When satisfied, you can move the locking nut down and set that. We also set the locking knobs on the top of the jig to secure the fence in place. Before beginning, make sure that the movable block is centered within its travel. You just line up the hash mark with the center hash mark on a scale. After installing the guide bushing and the router, install the bit that you want to use, tighten that down, and then put the jig onto the router upside down, putting the guide bushing into the hole of the movable block on the jig. Then measure from the edge of the bit to the edge of the fence. In this case, it's 1 3/4 inches. That gives us an important dimension, so we know where we have to put the fence in relation to where the dado is supposed to be cut. With the jig upside down on the router, you can also set the cutting depth of the bit. I want to cut the dado here, so we need to offset it 1 3/4 inches from that point. So we'll draw a square line there, and that's where we install the clamp-on fence. With our workpiece secured to the table, the clamping fence installed at the right distance, we put the dado jig on, move it so it's off the edge to make sure the bit will start off at the edge of the wood. Then we install the router, make sure that the guide bushing seats into the hole. Then we just start the router and move it across. Now we want to make a second pass to clean this up. We can just move the cutting block out that far and make another cut. And there we go. And remember, with the Precision Router dado jig, the length of your dados is limited only by the length of your clamp and tool guide.